Alright, as I mentioned before guys, today I want to do a few trades on the Alpari broker's chart. As you might know, Alpari's broker doesn't have any suitable tools or indicators for us to use, so I'm going to trade visually, without relying on any indicators. I'll be using the concepts I've explained in previous videos, and also the candlestick psychology topics that I've discussed in detail in multiple videos. We'll be trading visually on the Alpari broker today. As I said before, candlesticks with small bodies and long shadows can indicate a strong support or resistance level. Here we see a small green candle with a very large shadow, and then we see this red candle which came down and reached the top of that shadow, a level we're focusing on, and then bounced back up and closed above this level, showing a rejection. While I was explaining this, I opened a buy trade as soon as this green candle started forming. Now we're waiting to see how this trade will turn out. But, as I mentioned before, notice one important point here. These small-bodied candles with long shadows create a significant level for us. I've explained this in previous videos and executed trades based on it. Another point is the round number level we have here, which aligns with our analysis. This red candle here also reached exactly up to the top of the shadow and reacted before pulling back. This trade also closed in profit for us. So we have both this level and its confirmation from the round number. This red candle hit our level, bounced back up, showing the buyer's pressure at this point. We were quite confident that this candle would turn green, and I entered a trade right at the start of the green candle and managed to profit. Now we wait to see what happens next. If this candle comes down again, it may react to our level because it's a strong level. The candle itself is an indication that there is support at this point, and this round number level, as you can see, has also shown reactions before. So it's a relatively strong level. Now we need to wait and see what happens next. Alright, we see that this candle is closing green and it's exactly reached the round number again, which is also a significant level. We have a green candle with a long shadow here, and we need to see how it reacts. If this candle can break through, we expect a bullish trend. But if it gives a rejection, then we anticipate a reversal. It seems like it hasn't shown any rejection, and opening a sell trade here might be a bit risky, although there's a good chance that we'll see a red candle. Notice here, we have a round number that precisely touches the top of this red candle's shadow. Next to it, there's a green candle with a small body and a shadow that reaches up to this point. The area between the shadows of these two candles forms a zone for us. Now we see that this green candle has broken through both of them, so it would be risky to open a sell trade here. Also, because it hasn't broken through these zones strongly, opening a buy trade is also risky. Here, it's best to wait and do nothing. Many times in the market, the best action is no action at all. We should wait and see what happens. As we saw, this candle closed as a doji, and the next one is moving above this level, heading upwards. Now it's reached another level. Again, on the next level, we see a red candle with a long shadow. It reacted to it once before, closed right at the same level, and then pulled back. Plus, there's also a round number here. We have to see how this candle behaves in relation to this level. If it can break through, we'll look for the next level. If it can't, we can open a sell trade on the next candle. Alright, the expected event just occurred. The candle closed exactly on the level and on our trend number. As we can see, this level has already shown a reaction as the candle reached it, and then a downtrend followed. We can see that the wick of this red candle, which has a long shadow, reached this level exactly, as did this small-bodied red candle with a long shadow, whose wick also touched this level. Additionally, we have a trend number here, so I opened this trade with relatively high confidence at the start of this red candle. As of now, the trade is in profit, and we'll wait to see the final outcome. Additionally, it came back to this doji again. This doji itself can act as a level, and we expect the next candle to turn green as well. This means we could potentially open a trade on the next candle, and there's a high probability that it will turn green, but it does come with some risk. So I won't open a trade here and we'll wait to see what happens next. If I had made the trade here, it would have closed with profit as well. See, these doji candles show us very strong levels. I even mentioned in my commentary that we could open another trade here, but I hesitated a bit and didn't go for it. If I had, it would have been a profitable trade. But it's not a big deal. There are plenty of opportunities like this in the market. Now let's move on to the next level. Here, we see that the candle has reached another level. Notice that in the market's past, we had some reactions at this point, indicating a trend reversal, and we can also see a shadow reacting to it. Now, we need to observe how this candle responds to this level and where it closes. If this candle closes in this manner, considering that it's closing exactly on the level but without any rejection or upper shadow, it's a bit risky to enter a trade. The next candle moved up very quickly, and I couldn't take any action. However, it formed a small shadow at the top right at the last moment, and then the next candle suddenly shot up at high speed, and I missed it. But keep in mind that one disadvantage of Alpari is that it doesn't show the candle's time. This makes things quite difficult. I was waiting here to see if this green candle would form a shadow or rejection at its top so I could open a sell trade. But suddenly it ended and the next candle quickly went up, so unfortunately I missed the trade. Well, it's okay. The important thing is that I provide the explanations and you understand the educational points I want to convey. Understand what I'm aiming for, and wherever possible, I'll take the trades. Usually, when I'm talking and explaining, it's a bit challenging for me to trade at the same time. Sometimes my focus shifts to speaking and teaching, and I miss out on trading opportunities. My reaction time becomes a bit slower, but wherever I can and feel confident, I'll take the trades. We don't need to trade on every signal we receive. We should only trade in situations with lower risk and higher confidence. The goal is not to make a huge number of trades each day. Rather, we want to take trades where we're sure of a higher success rate and a better win rate. Look friends, here's an important point. We see the round number of 45,000 here. Two candles have reacted to it, tried to break through this line but couldn't. Looking back at the market history, we can see multiple reactions to it, even right here, which indicates that this is a very strong level. Now if this candle turns green and goes up, I'll open a sell trade right at the round number. But as we can see, this candle turned red and pulled back. However, if it had moved up, I would have opened a trade exactly at the 45,000 level. Now let's continue watching. See? I've opened a trade here, trying to place it at the highest point possible, slightly above 45,000. This shows that our round number is a strong level and candles are struggling to break through it. So we expect this candle to reverse and our trade to succeed. To easily and freely register with the Quotex broker, click on the link in the video description. Even though the candle went past this line and our 45,000 level, it eventually pulled back, closed as a red candle, and our trade ended up in profit. So this is another very important point. I didn't elaborate too much on round numbers in this video because I've already provided detailed explanations about them in previous videos. Alright, look here guys, we see a red candle is about to close and the price bar has come down to this level and is showing some reaction. The closing point and the reaction of this candle are very important for us. If a shadow forms and it closes above this level, we can place a buy trade on the next candle. However, if it goes lower and breaks this level, we can expect a bearish trend to continue. So let's wait and see how this candle closes. And based on how this candle closes, we'll decide. If it closes like this, with the body above the level and showing a rejection, we expect the next candle to be bullish. But there's quite a gap here, and it's likely that another red candle could come in to fill this gap. So it's not ideal to take a trade here. We need to wait for this candle to close and see its reaction. There needs to be some rejection with the body near the level, preferably closing right on the level. But if it's close enough, it's fine. However, when such a gap forms and you see a long shadow like this, it's very likely that the next candle will come in to fill it. Now we can see that this candle has reacted to this level, just as I explained earlier. Candles with weak bodies and longer shadows compared to their bodies act as strong resistance or support levels themselves. If this candle closes like this, we can place a buy trade at the start of the next candle. Let's wait and see what happens. I've opened a trade here, and you saw how quickly this candle moved up. Luckily, I managed to open the trade right as the candle started. These candles are literally communicating with us, friends. Look at this short bearish trend here. We've got 4 red candles. This one reached our level, which is interesting because it's right on a round number. There's been a trend reversal here, and it reacted to this level. In the past, we've seen that this candle's shadow came down and reacted to this level. This is now the third touch. I wanted to enter the trade after this candle, but I saw it move up at the very last moment. The candle closed here, forming a long shadow and creating some distance, so it wasn't ideal to trade here because the gap was too wide, and as I mentioned, it's likely that another candle would come to fill that shadow, which is exactly what happened. The next candle was red, moved down, and showed another reaction to our level. The tip of its shadow came here and moved back up, and the body closed right above our level, giving us more confidence to take a buy trade with the start of this green candle, which ended up in profit as you saw. We made the most of this opportunity.
Dear friends, to make sure you don't miss any of our videos, please subscribe to the BS Academy channel. Also, activate the notification bell so that you are informed as soon as we publish new videos. Thank you for your support.